Hello friends, and welcome to Storytime with Teacher Julian. Today's book, Peter's Chair. This will be the second time we're going to read this book. The first time was with Teacher Crystal, and the second time is with me. Peter's Chair was written by Ezra Jack Keats. It's a story about a little boy who has some furniture that was his when he was a baby, but look what we have here. He's got a baby sister. Now, Mom and Dad want to make that furniture, his furniture, into furniture for her. So, let's find out what happens with Peter's Chair. Okay? Peter's Chair is brought to us today by the letters P and C and by the number 2. Can we get all this together? PC2. Peter's Chair 2. And if your name starts with a P or with a C, this book is for you. All right, let's get started. Peter's Chair. Ezra Jack Keats. The dog's curled up here. And we have some furniture. And it says it was written for Joan Roseman. That means that's somebody special they wrote the book for. Peter stretched as high as he could. There, his tall building was finished. How tall it is. He had to stand on his tippy toes to get all the way to the top. So it says that he stretched, which means his body reached high. He stretched as high as he could. That's what stretching is. You could have your body tiny, and then you could stand up tall and stretch. And that's what Peter did. Crash! Down it came. Shh, said his mother. You'll have to play more quietly. Remember, we have a new baby in the house. You think Peter forgot? Peter looked into his sister Susie's room. His mother was fussing around the cradle. That's my cradle, he thought, and they painted it pink. Flowers and pink, little bushy little things and a pink cradle. I wonder what color it was when it was Peter's, huh? Hi, Peter, said his father. Would you like to help paint Sister's high chair? That's my high chair, whispered Peter. He says he whispered. It means he spoke quietly, not with a loud voice. Whispered. Oh, look at his face. Can you see his face right there? His dad's waving and smiling. Look at Peter's face. He saw his crib and muttered, My crib is painted pink too. Not far away stood his old chair. They didn't paint that yet, Peter shouted. Look at his crib. They painted that pink with a rose on it. Look at his chair. What color is his chair? It's the same color it was when Peter was a little boy. They didn't paint it yet. But when they said that Peter muttered, it means he spoke kind of not loud, not really soft, but kind of like under his breath, talking like that. Maybe he was a little angry. Peter's dad wants him to help paint the chair. Peter's a little angry. How do you think that makes Daddy feel? He looks pretty happy here when he asks him to paint the chair. But how do you think he feels when Peter doesn't want to help? Think about that. He picked it up and ran to his room. "Let's run away, Willie," he said. Peter filled a shopping bag with cookies and dog biscuits. "We'll take my blue chair and my toy crocodile and the picture of me when I was a baby." Willie got his bone. Who do you think Willie is? I do believe Willie is a pet dog. Bestest friend. They went outside and stood in front of the house. "This is a good place," said Peter. He arranged his things very nicely and decided to sit in his chair for a while. There's a picture of him as a baby, his toy crocodile, and his chair. But he couldn't fit in the chair. He was too big. He was too big. How did that happen? His mother came to the window and called, "Won't you come back to us, Peter dear? We have something very special for lunch." Peter and Willie made believe they didn't hear. But Peter got an idea. I wonder what the idea was. Soon his mother saw signs that Peter was home. "That rascal is hiding behind the curtain," she said happily. How does she know he's behind the curtain? Can you tell he's behind the curtain? She moved the curtain away, but he wasn't there. Sneaky! "Here I am," shouted Peter. Look at him. Put his shoes over there. He tricked her. Peter sat in a grown-up chair. His father sat next to him. "Daddy," said Peter, "let's paint the little chair pink for Susie." I see Peter and his dad and his mom. Can you find the baby? Look close. Look at her little hand. Yeah. And they did. Look at his face. Look at Dad's face and Peter's face. They're painting his old chair pink for Susie. The end. And there's the back of the book. Peter running away with his chair. Peter's chair. So friends, in the book Peter's Chair, he's either angry because they painted his chair, or they told him to be quiet because the baby was trying to sleep when he knocked things down, like right here. How could his parents have made him understand what was going on? What could they have done when he built the tower and it fell down? What could Mom have done? Could she have told him, shh, the baby's sleeping, you can play in another room? Or maybe you can play with blocks that won't make a big noise if they fall down, like, soft blocks. And when Daddy's painting the chair and all the furniture, he gets mad because that was his furniture, his when he was a baby. What could they have done so he could understand why they were painting it? Think about it. Could they have... Well, Daddy tried to ask him, do you want to help? Do you want to help paint? Was that enough? What else could he have done? Could he have told him, Peter, sit down in the chair and see if it still fits you? Maybe he could have done that and explained to him, maybe you are growing up bigger, and the furniture is still tiny. He could have done that, right? Then Peter would understand. I think so. Think about it. When you outgrow something, do you still need it? Could you, when you grow out of your clothes, give it to a younger brother or sister or a cousin or a friend? That's reusing that clothes because you don't fit in it anymore. Think about it. So, do you think it's a good idea that Peter's parents reused his old baby furniture for his baby sister? Is that something that your family does, or is that something that you would do? Think about it. All right, friends, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the book, Peter's Chair. And until next time, I'm going to say goodbye.